Hi team, I am Cassandra Smith and I am a growth strategist here at Big Red Jelly, and I've been asked to talk about what online tools we use for campaign tracking, scheduling, or analysis. And so first let's talk about why do we track? And marketing without tracking is guesswork. It's just a game of guessing. And so tracking instead tells us what's working, what's wasting money, and where prospects are dropping off. And every tool that we use supports that decision making, and it's not vanity metrics. And so to understand where and when we track, we first need to understand the customer journey. So let's jump over here into my map of what a customer journey looks like. So you can see that in a customer journey, there's someone who's a complete stranger to the business, and then they become attracted to the business for some reason. Maybe it's their USP, their unique service position, and then, or their unique value position, their UVP. And then they can become a visitor into that site, and then they connect. Once they become a visitor, maybe they're connecting with your messaging and they're really liking it. They start working on integrating with or communicating with the chatbot on the website. And so they start to connect. Maybe they fill out a form, and then finally they become a lead. And then once they're a lead, we can engage. We can actually do real marketing and engaging with that lead. And we have a sales process, and we can help with click rate optimization on our website and do sales enablement, where we then help that lead become a customer. And then finally, the journey is not over. Once someone's becoming a customer, our role is to help you delight the customer, or help our clients delight the customer, so that that customer becomes a fan and is telling and promoting the customer or the client services. And then eventually they end up helping other strangers to go through that same customer journey process. And so really the customer journey process is about awareness, consideration, decision, conversion, and retention. And of course, retention in the form of delighting your current customers so that they can become a raving fan and start that whole process over again with all of their friends and neighbors. We use different tools to track different stages of this journey. And so let's talk about what some of those primary tools are. The key here is that we're not tracking everything. We're only tracking what matters at each stage. And so one of the biggest tools that we use is AgencyAnalytics. This tool, as an example, I pulled up a client report in AgencyAnalytics, and you can see this conversion funnel happening, where this is the website traffic that they have garnered in the last 30 days. This is the amount of contacts that have been created. It's up 39%, even though their web traffic's down 14%. So those are good metrics showing that their website's actually converting people that are visiting into leads. And then we're also tracking opportunities, which means not only are they just becoming contacts, but these people are genuinely interested in their services, and their sales team is following up with these people, and they're most likely to become customers. And so again, they have a 59% increase in opportunities over the last 30 days. So fantastic. We're converting them, these strangers that have visited the website, into leads and then into opportunities. And so those are some of the things that we are tracking inside of AgencyAnalytics. We're also tracking their paid ads. We've integrated those. We've been tracking their SEO metrics, which includes AgencyAnalytics. And then we're also tracking their average keyword position and how many clicks they've had and impressions, which are from Google Search Console. Then we're also tracking local SEO analytics. And so that includes things like how many Google Business Profile impressions and interactions. And we can see that that's down across the board. We are anticipating that because more and more people are interacting with voice search. And so then finally, we look at specific Google Analytics and also go high level analytics. And so this tool, AgencyAnalytics, is a great tool overall that captures all of these analytics in one place. And it's super powerful because it gives us faster insights, easier reporting, and better strategic decisions. And everybody is seeing the same numbers. And so this is really a great tool that we're using, and it turns raw data into actionable insight. Let's talk about a next tool that we use, which is Go High Level. So Go High Level is a CRM that we utilize here in-house at Big Red Jelly, and it ties marketing to real revenue. What CRMs help us do is they track leads after they've converted. So once they visited the site, they filled out a form, they've engaged with a chat bot, and then we can show what happens after the click. And so we're connecting marketing activity to actual sales outcomes. And email marketing is a big part of what CRMs help us do. And Go High Level does provide that email marketing. And we can see inside of Go High Level some of those email campaigns. As an example, we can see how many emails delivered and how many bounced, how many unsubscribed, and how many spam complaints were sent out, which is really important because that helps with our email deliverability. We can also see the open rate and that people are engaging with the emails that you're sending. Email marketing is one of the most important social channels that any business can do, and it's the only channel that you own. You know, you have like Facebook or Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, they could all disappear tomorrow, but your email list is something that you own as a business owner. And so you still will have that list and it's yours to keep. And just as an example, a couple years ago, I had my roof replaced and it was an expensive project, and I never heard from this company ever again. And I forgot the company's name. And despite several neighbors asking me for their contact information, I did not have it. I'm sure they gave me a business card at some point or an invoice at some point, but they haven't followed up with me. They never sent me a Christmas card or a thank you note or an email. And had they tried to stay top of mind with me by emailing me or sending me something, anything, then I could have easily referred them and remembered their name and referred them to all of my neighbors who have now been asking me, because they're all in the similar boat as I was a couple years ago. And they're asking me, who did your roof? And I can't give them the name. I can't refer them. I can't be a raving fan. And so these are the types of things that we're tracking in Go High Level: is email open rates and click-through rates and form fills and pipeline movement, which is helping a sales enablement process. We can also do attribution tracking for ads and like down to the actual customer name. We can also schedule social posts automatically, and it's a really cool tool that helps enable us to be efficient. So that is Go High Level and some of the things that we're doing inside of Go High Level. Okay, the last tool I wanted to highlight here is SEMrush. We utilize SEMrush to help with our website SEO audits and local SEO tracking, along with keyword rankings and keyword research and competitor analysis. And this just helps us to see technical issues and help resolve those technical issues that are hurting our clients' performance for their website. We also it helps us to see any missed keyword opportunities and just any local visibility gaps at all. And so we're able to do these site audits and go in and resolve any backlink issues. We use this keyword overview to help us with keywords. And then we also do this domain overview, which helps us to analyze the site health and the site speed. One other tool in conjunction that we use with SEMrush is this page speed insights that tells us if a website is green, if their performance is doing great, that means their site speed health is great. And so that's what we're looking for. And like on the mobile, we've got some work, a little bit of work to do. They're still doing pretty well, but that it's green, so we're not worried. All right, so those are some of the tools that we use here at Big Red Jelly. We do use Google Ads, and we're also using many other tools, but these are the primary ones that we utilize in-house. And the goal here is to have this sense of efficiency and to also be able to analyze the things that truly matter. The customer journey is a strategy, and our agency analytics provides visibility, and Go High Level provides ownership and conversion tracking. And then SEMrush and our page speed insights gives us foundation work and performance. We don't use these tools for the sake of tools. We're using them to tell a clear story about what's working, what's not, and what to do next. Thanks, and we'll see you later.